The tie that binds the Philippines and Russia is as old as the post-war era. 46 years. The two are connected in the belly by food. Federico Macaranas was Manila's #2 diplomat when the world witnessed the tail end of the U.S.-Russia Cold War. Macaranas signed a Memorandum of Understanding for Technology Exchange in 1991, shortly after the USSR was dismantled and became the Russian Federation that we know today, without Ukraine.
For example, tropical fruits, they love our juices because it is difficult to get them at lower prices in that part of the world. And of course, we also had to buy wheat from them, which is stable for our bread industry.
The Philippines imports or buys more from Russia than it sells: wheat, coal, and steel bars. So when it's food and energy that bind the two nations, that's hard to sever, especially because cutting supply could jack up consumer prices. So Filipino businesses disagree with punishing Moscow with economic sanctions.
The volume that we do, it's very small, and the sanction will not mean too much with Russia.
Among your members, do they actually have relations, trade relations with Russia, or some Russian Russians have interests or stakes in some Philippine companies?
I would like, I believe so, like steel bars and coal briquette. I would think that there are companies importing this material from Russia. And for a while, some would like to export banana to Russia.
But for diplomat Macaranas, who's now an economist at the Asian Institute of Management, the Philippines cannot avoid joining the bandwagon of nations that boycott Russia. Already, Manila has voted yes to a United Nations resolution condemning Moscow's invasion of Ukraine.
Kasi as a small nation, we survive with the kind of nations that we ally with. The general tenor is the common good of these allies may also be the one that dictate our common good.
There are other contracts with Moscow, but Defense Secretary Delfin Lorenzana earlier said Manila will not drop a $12 billion deal to buy 17 helicopters from Russia.
What are the safety records of their helicopters?
Sanctions have replaced warfare in the hope that Vladimir Putin would change course. But to sanction or not to sanction, the consequences are dreadful. It's a tough balancing act, which is why in war, there are no winners. Lois Calderon, CNN, Philippines.